You started last season on the City Reapers team, and then you were traded to the Cold Hearts about 6 games in. And then this season, you're on a new team again. So you're with the RWE team this season. So that's 3 teams in pretty much 2 seasons of play for you so far. So wanted to get your perspective on being traded and being on different teams and playing for different coaches. What are some of the challenges you faced moving from different teams, playing for different coaches, being in different systems? What has the adjustment period been like for you?
Honestly, it's challenging to play. When you have like a team like you guys bonded together and like you've been with them from day one. Like like you said, I said over the Super Reapers. Like we built like the solid bond, and we were together from the very start after the draft. Like my first month over here, so everything. So yeah, it feels it's kind of challenging to like get a move from what you used to going over to start like a whole new process, and different coaches and different play style and different personalities. So it's just like you just have to figure it out and you know uh just figure out how to deal with it and adjust to what the coaches are used to, and find a way to like build a new bond with your teammates, because I think that's the most important thing outside of basketball: the connections you have with your teammates and the chemistry you guys have. The coach is gonna tell you what to do, but the way you play on the floor is based on how you guys communicate and how you guys behave off the court. So I would say,
Right.
but for me, it wasn't really challenging because I felt like my main goal is to win wherever I go to. So it helps me lock in and stay focused and take care of what I'm supposed to take care of. And when you take care of what you can control, the things that you can't control will take care of themselves. So I just focus on the little things and the important things, like getting my teammates together and also bringing the energy that we need. So yeah.
For sure. That's a really good answer, Samto. Because honestly, like not just in basketball, but in life, you have to deal with situations to where you're in a different city, you're living in a different country, you're playing for a new program, and honestly, that brings out the best in players a lot of times. Just having to deal with the change, deal in different situations, and it seems like for you, that's helped a lot in your development. Just getting an idea of like different ways the game is played because you're playing for different coaches, and I'm sure they have different strategies as far as like how you're used as a player and how your teammates are used. And you bring that same energy everywhere you go, which is really impressive to see. And next up, kind of wanted to ask you about your teammates. You've had a lot of different teammates. You've played with a lot of different guys. You've played against different players so far in these couple of seasons. So, I'm not sure if you heard the phrase "Somto," iron sharpens iron. It's thrown around a lot. Basically, what it means is you have two. It can be players, it can be people, two great individuals really competing against each other. You make each other better through the competition. So I wanted to ask you about that part of the game. You're practicing against these guys almost every day. You're playing against them in games. Who are some players that you've gone up against, you've played with, that have made you better as a player? Like you go up against these guys, and you're like, wow, they're really talented. They're really they know how to play the game the right way, and they made me better as a player. Like, what are some names that kind of stand out to you as far as the really good competition you've gone up against so far that's really made you better?
Obviously, this is like a place for the best of the best to be. Like, I don't think anybody over here is not good at basketball. Like, I
Sure.
think everybody over here is like really good on what they do, and But I would say I really try to adjust based on what I see, but based on situations I see. Obviously, you have like other big guys over here like that are super talented. Even the guys we had last year and this year. So I would say I tend to adjust my play style to whoever I'm playing against, because of course, we have a guy like Jackson. He's a really big guy, strong, and
Yep.
he's like really great with basketball. So you have to adjust, and that's what when it comes in play with watching films. Like when you watch films, you know what he's great at and what he's not. Then they try to use his weakness against him. So you know when you play players like that, you try to like figure it out and listen to your coaches and the scouts on the film and everything. So it's just I feel like whenever we play each other out here, it's just like pure competition, energy, and when you compete, I feel like you always take care of yourself. But players like Jackson, John Ball. Last year we had Alexa, who's a projected number one player, number one pick this draft. So uh,
Yep.
you know, when you play against guy, if you really want to win, I think you always have to figure it out. And like I said, take care of the things you can take care of, and the other things you're gonna take care of yourself. So, you know,
For sure.
uh, I always go into the game with a single mindset just to win, and I don't really care who I play against. But
Hmm.
I believe every day we play against each other, we definitely make each other better because we have
For sure.
discussions after the games and we look at films and we talk about stuff we did on the floor. So yeah,